What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the Poke Office. My name is Colin. Today's video is what's going on in the world of Pokemon, because investing in Pokemon right now seems to be at an all-time high. Like, it is absolutely insane what is happening. Booster boxes and sealed product in general are going off the walls, especially in the Sword and Shield era. But even in the Scarlet and Violet era, like, absolutely nuts what's happening. Temporal Forces just released, so there's a whole ton of different singles movements. There was like this thing going on over the weekend with Iron Crown listings of a $50 card, and the cheapest listing for a short period of time was $250. Now it's kind of seems like it's leveled off a little bit, but we'll talk about that. And just the whole general Pokemon investing scene seems a little bit strange. Like right now, I just bought Chilling Reign boxes, I want to say 2 months ago, and that's a better investment for me than my stock market stuff. Like, it's absolutely crazy. And I'm not saying to go do all this stuff, Pokemon, like, don't put all your investments into Pokemon, but it sure is fun watching your investments gain value over time. Anyways, before we get into all that, I'm going to be giving away a lot of stuff at 10,000 subscribers. We're just about at 9,500 at the time of this recording, so I had already announced the first giveaway is these two PSA Gem Mint 10 cards, the Voltorb and the Electrode from Japanese Classic Collection. So these are going to go to one lucky subscriber. All you got to do to enter is make sure you're subscribed to the channel with bell notifications on, hit the like button, and leave a comment letting me know about what your thoughts are on all this investing stuff. My second giveaway that I'm going to announce is this, the Combined Powers collection box, premium collection. And I'm going to be opening this on the 10,000 subscriber live stream. And I'm going to be opening up this for one lucky subscriber as well. There's going to be more giveaways to come, so just keep watching the videos, keep liking the videos, and definitely make sure to subscribe. Okay, so I want to start talking about sealed products, booster boxes in general, because they just seem to be going off the wall crazy. So number one, Chilling Reign is just absurdly good, in my opinion. I love the set in the first place, and I think there's a little bit of, this is just a speculation, by the way, a little bit of market manipulation, because Cool Trainer Ryan opening all of those Chilling Reign boxes, and it took so long for him to finally pull that Blaziken VMAX. I would suspect that Chilling Reign took a little bit of a bump because of that. Okay, so let's just take a look here. Okay, so here's Chilling Reign. 3 months ago, started at $155.68. Now it is up to $188.60. Look at this listed median price right over here. $230 is the listed median price on TCGPlayer. I would suspect the market price is going to maintain a little bit lower than $230, but there's sales happening every day of this box still, which tells me that people are just comfortable with this price. If people continue to buy stuff for the prices that are available, they're clearly comfortable paying that. So then we move on to Evolving Skies and scroll up a little bit and look at this. 3 months ago, $413.99. You know, when people tell you not to FOMO out, and like there's a time and a place for patience, but there's also a time and a place to buy now. I made a video about that not too long ago. 3 months ago, imagine now that I tell you you could have bought Evolving Skies 3 months ago for $414. Well, now it's $666. Like, this is absolutely absurd. Listed median price is $800. Now, do I expect Evolving Skies to be an $800 box right away? Probably not. Like, there's probably going to be like a little bit of a settle down in terms of sales. Maybe there'll be a little bit of pushback, like, no, we're not willing to pay that much. But still, literally 3 months ago, this is the 3-month graph, $413.99. Absolutely absurd. Like, this is a huge gain. It's a 33% gain in 3 months. Absolutely wild. Okay, Fusion Strike, this is the one that has absolutely exploded. So 3 months ago, it was right at MSRP $146. Now it's at $225. $225, listed median price $247, and sales happening all the time for Fusion Strike. It's just like, this is just an absurd climb. I don't know how to explain it other than the fact that it's sold out on Pokemon Center, and it's older and older and older. Every day that we go on, these booster boxes get a little bit older, and you just what can you do? Like Fusion Strike, people want it. People want this for your sealed collection, and people are willing to pay these prices. When people are willing to pay the prices, the price rises a little bit. Like the demand is so high, supply is actually relatively low because they're not printing the set anymore, and the price starts to rise. Absolutely crazy. Even the ones that are still available on Pokemon Center are seeing a nice little increase. Like Brilliant Stars, $157.70 right now on TCGPlayer. Yes, this box is still available on Pokemon Center for MSRP, so $143. However, what can you say about this? People like shopping on TCGPlayer. It's an easy place to go find a booster box. Some people in different countries can't buy on Pokemon Center, so TCGPlayer might be the next best option, or eBay. Like there's a whole ton of different reasons why this might be more than MSRP. It's just hard to find. And I think what Pokemon Center ships to the United States, Canada, and the UK, that's it. So there's lots of countries out there that are wanting to buy Brilliant Stars English booster boxes that can't get it off Pokemon Center. So the next best option is to find where you're getting it from. Astral Radiance, spiking. Now it's worth MSRP. Still available on Pokemon Center, but you can't find deals on it anymore on TCGPlayer. Like the time right now is now for buying Sword and Shield booster boxes if you want to enhance your sealed collection or your sealed inventory for this stuff, because these prices are wild. Astral Radiance, like an underrated set in my opinion, but it was 3 months ago $127. Like this was a $110, $120 booster box for a long time already, and now it's all the way back up to MSRP. And I just don't see them ever reprinting Sword and Shield again. We're already in set number 5 of Scarlet and Violet. Then we have Lost Origin. Big increase here. Once again, available on Pokemon Center. So if you live in one of those 3 countries, Canada, United States, or the UK, I wouldn't be buying off TCGPlayer. I'd be buying it for MSRP if you want to enhance your sealed collection. However, people are still buying it. There's these sales. The last 3 sales, look right here, $180, $176.99, $176.99. People are buying this stuff on TCGPlayer. I watched a Nostalgianomics video just before recording this, and he was talking about like some people just are a typical consumer. I don't want to waste my time shopping around for different stores to save $5. TCGPlayer is that easy place to buy. You just search it, click buy, and you get it. So it's pretty easy. And I'm totally like that as well. Like I don't care to save $5 if I can save 20 minutes of time by just whatever. Like I'm not a shopper. Okay? So it makes total sense to me. Silver Tempest, not anything too crazy, but it's basically recovered over the last 3 months here. Maybe a little more than that. The last 6 months, because it was way down because of that reprint. Now it's recovered almost all the way back up to MSRP. So lots to like if you have these booster boxes, but if you don't have them, I mean, I think Sword and Shield is going to continue to rise. There's just this like craze of Pokemon lovers and investors that started back in COVID when people had lots of cash because they weren't spending it on vacations or vehicles or whatever, and they were dumping it into Pokemon. Pokemon saw that huge boom, and I think there's still remnants of that happening right now. People were really into Sword and Shield, and they saw the gains that Sun and Moon could make. Now people are wanting to see those same type of gains as Sword and Shield. Is it manipulated? Probably, but that doesn't mean that it's not happening. So I'm definitely still trying to increase my inventory of sealed product in terms of booster boxes. I actually just bought 3 Fusion Strike booster boxes because it's like I'm not going to miss the train. It's the one booster box out of Sword and Shield that I only had 1 of, so I definitely wanted to have a couple more in the closet for long-term storage. Okay, switching gears a little bit, I want to talk about Temporal Forces because there's just so much happening in Pokemon right now. I had a lot of different ideas for the video today because I also wanted to do a Paldean Fates 2-month review because it's been out for 2 months now. Temporal Forces over the weekend like crazy, but that's coming up on Friday. We'll look at a week-long review of Temporal Forces. But Temporal Forces, we had this crazy thing happen over the weekend, and I was actually out of town, so I wasn't like really watching closely. I was on a little guys trip that I do annually. But Iron Crown, let's just take a look. Okay, here it is. This card was not really, I think it was number 2 on my release day video, but I recorded that like early on Friday morning, and it was like a $50-ish card. Now It's $100.43, but there was a listing right down here. There's listings for $250, all by the same seller. Now there's a listing for $109. But there was some serious manipulation. I think if I looked at the data, there was a sale for this card for $144, I believe it said. Absolutely wild. Like, there's some big increases happening in Temporal Forces, and I don't want to talk too much about it because we'll look at it on Friday, seeing all the prices of Temporal Forces, but kind of just some crazy stuff happening. And number one, I think there's just like the pull rate issue. These pulls are really, really hard to come by. So that's going to change things. But number two, there's got to be some sort of market manipulation happening with this stuff. Like, why is that card listed for $250 when that's nowhere near what the market price is? So this was a $50 card. It's already doubled in price. It'll be really interesting to watch and see if these can actually maintain, because I just don't see it. However, I did anticipate, like on Friday, I remember saying and talking about it on my Friday video, I could see there being a lot of like $40 to $60, maybe $70 cards in this set, just because the pull rates are so tough, the artwork is so cool, and supposedly lots and lots of these cards are really, really good in the actual TCG game. Last thing I want to talk about here is this Blaziken, because I suspect that Cool Trainer Ryan not being able to pull it for so many boxes. I don't even remember the number. It's got to be over 40 boxes that he opened before he pulled it. And now this price starting to increase back to where it was originally. So it was at this big low. If we look at the year-long graph, this used to be a $225 card, almost $230 card, dropped all the way down to like $160, but now it's rising again. I think this is one of the best artworks out of Sword and Shield. I also love the fact that this one is one of the main VMAX cards that's not an evolution. I think that Chilling Reign, Evolving Skies, and Fusion Strike are such special sets because they have those secret VMAX alt arts like no other sets do. I think they're spectacular. I think there's going to be a lot of love for this Blaziken, a lot of love for all the evolutions from Evolving Skies, a lot of love for the Espeon and the Gengar VMAX alt arts from Fusion Strike. I think that's what's really driving those three sets: Chilling Reign, Evolving Skies, and Fusion Strike. Okay, that's all I really have. Let me know what you think. Pokemon is in such a interesting state right now. I love watching the markets change and what's happening, and there's manipulation, and people are FOMOing, and people are buying it up. Supply and demand is going crazy. We didn't even talk about Scarlet and Violet. People are buying lots of that too. Apparently there was a sale on TCGPlayer. I am not privy to that because I live in Canada, but apparently there was just like tons and tons of sales of all sorts of different sets. Moving forward, I remember reading or hearing about like 500 boxes of Temporal Forces being sold. Wild stuff. Let's open up some Temporal Forces and see if we can pull that Iron Crown. All right, here we go. So it's been a minute since the opening day live stream that we did last Thursday, but pull rates continue to seem extremely tough for this set by all accounts. So, ooh, Maximum Belt right off the bat. Nice. I will take that all day long. All day. All right. I also, on the road, this is kind of cool. And I don't typically like these cards, but I just couldn't pass this one up. I paid 10 Canadian for it, which probably is a little bit of an overpayment because it's not in great shape. But that Feraligatr looks crazy. I like it a lot. Anyways, Maximum Belt, first hit. No problem. Still wanting to get a special illustration rare for myself. Come on. Alright. What are your thoughts on Temporal Forces so far? It seems like you just... it's just so tough. Illustration rares don't come very often. Special illustration rares don't come very often. Even Even the ace spec cards, like 2 out of a box. Is that right? Something like that. So, crazy. I think that's a big reason why the cards are actually seeing a decent sized increase in price, because I mean, if people just don't pull them, there's going to be a big demand for them and not nearly enough supply. All right. Finally pulled the Roaring Moon, just not the special illustration rare one. Come on, baby. Let's get something. I also just like really love the Morty's Conviction card. It's an absolute beauty. There's a few cards I like. I actually just bought the Raging Bolt. I bought that special illustration rare along with the ultra rare version of it for $70 Canadian. And now that Raging Bolt, last I checked, is worth something like 70 American. So I think I paid a pretty good price for that. I was okay with it. I'm hoping that it's in really good shape. Maybe I can send it in for grading. But once again, I'm on the goal is to have another ace spec card. Master Ball. Okay. Oh man, and here's a special illustration rare. Come on, baby. Come on. A double banger with the Master Ball. Let's just catch the Iron Crown. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, airy. Special illustration rare. Hard to complain about it. Hard to complain about it. Dang skis. That's my first special illustration rare of the set for myself. Not too bad, not too bad. And the Master Ball. I mean, that's pretty exciting, getting an ace spec card along with a special illustration rare. What a creepy card, but I do like the Lucario up there. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. 3 packs left. It's already a good video. We got a special illustration rare out of Temporal Forces. Though I really wanted the Iron Crown. Sad. I love Pokemon. Too fun. Too fun. What else? Oh, on the way to the guys trip, me and my buddy Josh were driving. Stopped at a store along the way. He bought a Chilling Reign booster box and absolutely pulled the Galarian Moltres, which was pretty sick, gonna be honest. It still doesn't pay for the booster box. The box was expensive. I think he paid $280 Canadian, which is a little outrageous, but also supporting local business. So pretty fun. And pulled the second best card out of the set, but I really wanted him to pull the Blaziken just to, pull it. Okay, here's the last pack. 3, 2, 1. And nothing. Nothing. Doesn't matter. Got a couple hits for sure. For Alligator doesn't count. We got Airy, special illustration rare. Okay. Master Ball, Iron Crown EX, and Maximum Belt. Not too bad of a 10 packs whatsoever. That's going to do it for me at the Poke Office. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to hit all the buttons and subscribe for chances to win. Lots of giveaways for 10,000 subscribers. And until my next video, we'll look at Temporal Forces on Friday, see how it's done after a week of release. I'll see you then. Peace!